Hi YouTube. Excuse how I'm dressed. I don't like coming on with my robe, but it's just random. I'm cooking dinner, by the way, making myself some fried rice, some edamame, and some General Tso chicken or General Tso chicken. I don't know. I just got into that kind. I wasn't really into it at first, but yeah. So I just want to address something, and I think it's pretty like ironic that these girls outside have been like screaming and hooting and hollering and fighting for the past like maybe like 15 minutes, and now there's a helicopter finally coming to fucking stop it. And I say finally because the helicopter is always patrolling this area, because like I said, this area is like getting gentrified pretty much. So I just really want to address something. And I'm not one to usually like dedicate videos to address issues, especially um like I'm not really one to address certain things unless like you guys see me come on here and talk about like terrible things that I may experience and stuff that I want to just do talk about in regard to like community building and stuff, and just telling my story and my testimony about things that go on between myself and my and my relatives and things like that. But this is a little bit different because, you know, guys, there's only Holy Spirit help me with this. There's so many there's not a lot of things that will get me really mad because I know the nature of my anger and what it does and what it can cause. I've seen like very dark things happen when I've been my most livid and furious, and things that I can't even explain, that I won't even try to explain to other people because I just feel like other people just wouldn't get it. And some people might, but then they will be quick to like demonize you, right? Ooh, and I didn't think I would get angry talking about this, but maybe this is the reason that the Most High God like called me to do this, because I wasn't gonna do this. The Most High was like, you need to expose this person, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's not my style. I'm not really an exposing kind of person. I'm not gonna say this person's name, but you guys might be able to do the math when I say what I'm gonna say. And I'm pissed, y'all, because I feel like one of the biggest things that gets under my skin is betrayal, but especially betrayal from people who play on my kindness, that play on my open heart and my willingness to connect with others who I may deem as like-minded individuals. And I'm really starting to understand that it's really just a part of me breaking generational curses. My mom was the exact same way of what I'm going to describe to you. And like when I was growing up, I always felt mixed feelings about it, like her friends and stuff like that. I loved them until I got a certain age. Then I realized like I'm not sure if these are the best friends for her, because when she has certain things going on in her life, I don't think that they can relate for a very specific reason. Is my mom had a really big heart. She had a huge heart. And that's why I'm the way that I am, because she was this way. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to make a long story short. Whew. So my mom was friends with a lot of people from her job, and people that she just grew up with. She worked at this factory, like where basically it was like a packing company, and the company like was basically a company that hired people who were like people with Down syndrome or one leg, or basically if you were the kind of person who needed a job but like it was hard for you to get a job, it was like basically a job for disabled people. And my mom had RA. Nothing was wrong with her. She just had RA, and I won't even say wrong, but nothing was like too crazy going on with her, except she had RA, and she like onset lupus, kind of same thing going for me, and not lupus. We're gonna pray that it doesn't go that far, Holy Spirit. But Yeah, and she also just felt like she wasn't that smart. You know, she just was like, "Oh, I don't like math, and I'm not da da da." So whatever. She loved her job. The people at her job loved her, but some of her friends who were not the prettiest ladies, just like a really kind of rough exterior or like rough appearance, or maybe something wrong with the way they talk or whatever. She didn't care. She really did not see that about people. She just didn't, and I was always like in awe of that of my mom because I'm like, "Mom, you are amazing." Like, she really did not ever mention one negative thing about these people. If anything, she would say, if she caught me staring or doing something weird, she'd be like, "Fix your fucking face." And she would be so serious. I'd be like, "Damn, she don't play. Like, she cares about this." And it was never a pity thing. I'm not a person that takes pity on people. I'm the kind of person where I'm like, "Come sit with me. Like, don't worry about what it looks like or what people expect for us to look like," that kind of thing. So I'm gonna just say all that to say, I open my heart, I open my business, I open my private time and my private space open to a person, and I feel like this person just wanted to like find something on me, or just like had this hidden animosity towards me, and I think that is very disappointing. I'm gonna turn the oven off. I think that is very disappointing, and it's just pretty fucked up, to be honest. Like, I'm not trying to use all these fluffy words. I'm gonna say how I feel. It's fucked up. I feel like I dealt with this for the past like 6 months with two different situations, because I feel like I was getting closer and closer to my biggest timeline, and the closer I got, God was like testing me with like putting me in these positions where I would work with another person and have to kind of like trust that they would like do well with what they are supposed to be holding up their end of the deal about. And the first person tried to take advantage of me in like crazy ways, and there was like, I didn't see it at first, but then I started seeing signs, and I'm like, well, Holy Spirit, like, should I be working with this person? I pray about everything, and the Most High was just like, don't trust them fully, but work with them. And I was confused. I'm like, okay, well, maybe the Most High is just trying to get me ready to work with people who, how Drake said, working with the negatives to make a better picture, right? So sometimes you just have to work with people that aren't like you or whatever, and it just is what it is. So when I learned that this person was a criminal, they aren't honest about their sexuality and their gender, like, they just real creepy vibes, like real weird shit, trying to like gift me things to get me in like this like weird like indebted space to them. That's something I caught on to pretty quickly, because I thought it was just weird when somebody's trying to like make you take gifts that you don't want to take. Like, why are you giving me all of these things like I didn't need or ask for? Every time I say I need something, you pop up with it. It's weird. Like, I'm not fucking 10 anymore. Like, I've been groomed before by a creep, so I knew what that felt like right off the bat. So basically, when I got to a certain level of like, I can't do this anymore, Holy Spirit, like, I know you told me to work with this person, but I'm done. That's what Spirit wanted for me to be like, okay, I'm done with this, and for me to clock it and like handle it and make that judgment. And I did that. After I made that judgment, never seen that person again, but they text me some disturbing things that basically revealed who they were the whole time. And it's kind of similar with this situation I'm speaking of now. I opened up a collaboration with a person that I have been connected to for many years. Okay. I was getting all these weird messages, and I don't have any friends or anything anymore, because every time I get close to women, I love women to death, like to life, right? It just always ends up being a little weird, and that's like with most people. But anyways, I don't have anybody around me, but the couple people that are kind of like in my corner through being my supporters, and who are like subscribed to the different services that I have going on. So when the Most High kept saying like, you got somebody, the call is coming from inside the house, like somebody's hating on you, like all this shit, and I'm just like, couldn't be, all that bullshit. And same deal. I opened up my business, my collaboration to a person, very personal stuff that I had, like, that I was having to share, like me stepping out on faith, trying to like exercise my ability to just step out on faith and to collaborate with people that I deemed trustworthy community members and supporters. And I remember, I never forget it. One of the messages I received was like, okay, the same person that's showing up first to everything that you are offering to the public, they are your biggest like op, low key. And I just could not place that in my mind, but I stayed vigilant of the people that were around me. So anytime little somewhere was going on, I was just like taking mental note. I wasn't acting on it, I was just taking mental note. One of the people, I could tell, like, I don't think it's that person at all. They just a little too wrapped up in their own world. I don't think it's them. And then it left one person. So I'm like, it can't be this person because they've always been a support to me. That shit don't mean nothing. So if y'all don't get nothing else from this video besides me just speaking on this and exposing like my ancestors told me to do, just know that people can support you all day. Oh, you look so cute. Oh, da 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 da. They'll holler that shit all day long. But if they don't like themselves or their life or whatever, or they just want what you have, best believe they're going to be, and it's crazy because in my life I've noticed the people who've claimed to like support me the most and been so loud have been the people that have like wanted to tear me down the most, whether they do it to like in my face or like on social media, like, and it's really fucked up. My trust issues aren't fucked up, y'all. Like I know how to discern so much more now. 2025 taught me so stinking much, like disgusting amount of information. But that's why I started Cult Femini, because like I felt it was like the cherry on top for me to be able to share everything I've learned with the people who deserve it first, which I believe are women, people who are closest to God itself. So yeah, y'all, I just want to say that y'all won't see me collaborating with anyone else. If y'all do see me collaborating with anyone ever in life, just know that that is God ordained in every way, every opportunity. And when I say God ordained, I don't mean karmic lesson or anything like that. It's God placed it. That's all. That is over for me. I've learned, and that's something I used to want from my mother too. Like, mom, have better friends. Stop being friends with women who are jealous of you. You love them down. You love them like you got God's love for these people, and they over here sleeping with your man. Like, yeah, y'all, I believe my mom definitely died of a heartbreak, because just months before she died, she had learned that one of her closest friends did something so dirty to her, sleep with her man. And she also learned that her man was a creep. So I do believe my mom partially died of like heartbreak. Unfortunately, she did have a heart attack. So, but I digress. My point in speaking about this is, head dog gonna holler. You can either say what you're gonna say, or you can scramble into a hole like the fucking weirdo that you choose to be, to go do that fucking shadow work. Because to be in my shoes and try to own the title that I own, yeah, because it's everything that's for me is mine, Bookie. It's mine, my love. Discipline is needed for that. Rank is needed for that. Initiation is needed for that. Hard work. And if you think you're hard, if you think you're cold, if you think you're callous and evil and mad, baby, I'm supposed to look harmless. I'm supposed to not look like what I've been through. My ancestors, yes, they are the sword. I am the sword. Why do you think one of my biggest gifts is my ording, my voice? I am the sword. I am ice. I am coldness. But I don't have to live that way in this life. So I'm not. My portion here on earth is not to fight physically or even verbally with the likes of fucking people like you. You need to go fight the real culprit, and that's those people that are in your house, in your home, in your circle, who are fucking you over every chance they get. Because you're looking for faults within me. God, my faults are right on Front Street. I don't hide them. I am actually faithful to God. I do the work that I deem necessary for myself in my life. I don't claim to be better than nobody. So if you think so, then guess what? Oh, okay. So let me fucking catch you trying to play in my face again. And then we're going to have a problem, because I don't have to exercise doing sorcery in any way. Not that kitchen witch magic shit that y'all love to do. But guess what? Guess who? Guess who's bred and made for it though? Guess who's born from it though? Guess whose ancestors created it though? They're the ones who tell me I don't have to fight and to let them do it. I like y'all don't know the half. Y'all don't know the half about where I come from and my levels of protection and where I originate. Yeah. Somebody come get her. Da, da, da. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm not speaking on it again. Good day. My bad, y'all. I was getting so angry. I was getting like carried away or whatever. And I forgot to mention some of the things that I noticed that led me to basically know what the issue was. The issue was somebody faked their support to get into my private. They played the long game to get into my private space. I'm sure they saw that I am who I portray myself to be. I'm a very, very real individual. When I'm not locked in and sharp like this, I am very much so la-di-da. I'm going to be so for real with you. It's a very stark difference. It's very polarizing, but it's very real. It's not practice or rehearse. I've been the same way my entire life. I wish I had videos. I wish I had more pictures. I had a bunch of cameras like that were supposed to get developed that I actually lost when my mom died because I couldn't afford to keep our storage unit that I was in charge of keeping myself. That was nearly like $200 a month. And you know, when they take those things, they just throw your shit away or sell it or whatever they do. And I wish I had videos. But I wish I had more people that are from my past that could like vouch for the person that I've always been. But I mean, it speaks for itself in my opinion. I'm not a person that always has to explain all of that, like, because it's just so, to me it should be clear. But anyways, I noticed that directly after I started working with this person and allowing them in, giving them access to my YouTube account, which is major because it takes a lot. I don't have that many subscribers at this day and age for what you guys consider successful, but it takes a lot of work to get over 1,000 subscribers. And you can't even go live until you get 1,000 subscribers, or last time I checked. But I started getting all these weird dreams and just like weird stuff going on with my body. Like, I've never had a problem with my right hand, but I've been getting this weird, super painful carpal tunnel in my right hand. And intuitively, it just took me, like, so I get these visions and it's like a zoom camera. It's like I feel something or think something, and then my clear cognizance just goes, like, that's exactly what it is. And it scares me sometimes, especially because it's like, damn, like, and it's all a part of my lessons on trusting my intuition. So that's the story for another day in the future. But yeah, y'all, like, this was them telling me, like, girl, if you know you got this gift and it's right 98% of the time, you need to go with it, especially since you're not making it up. You don't feel nothing weird towards this person. You don't have any hidden animosity. They have the hidden animosity. I've been just sitting and chilling with a girl and we laughing, and then all of a sudden I'll just get these visions of her just like punching the fuck out of my face, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was anxiety at first, and then I realized, like, over time, when you fall out for no reason and suddenly people have all this stuff to say, this person always wanted to pound my fucking face for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know when people are projecting on you or hating on you or feeling weird things towards you until you get that evidence. And I stopped being that person years ago, or having to be that person who's like, I'll see it for myself, because I used to be that way. I used to be very stubborn and hard-headed, like, I'll see it for myself, I'll learn. I didn't like people telling me things. I wanted to learn myself, because I was so used to people like trying to like limit me and like marginalize me. I just assumed everybody was trying to do that. So that at some point I learned, after bumping my head in certain ways, I'm like, you know what? Some things I'm gonna listen to. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't too much advice that was right, but the stuff that was right, that I like, some of the stuff is like I knew intuitively that it was right. I'll give you an example. I went to get a tattoo on my face, and I met this person who is a huge fashion person, randomly as fuck, in Hollywood, and she took me shopping and to hang out, and she told me, don't tattoo your face. And it's the way she said it and the way she looked at me, and she was super grunge. I was like, damn, like, I'm just gonna believe you, girl, because you're a professional. I could like she is up there. Shout out to you, Andrea Nicole. Wait, Andrea. I don't know her whole name, y'all, but shout out to her. She bought me my first guitar, so shout out to her. She believed in me. But anyways, she believed in me. But anyways, yeah. So after I hired this person, or like brought them on for collaboration rather, I had all these plans for them, because I just, in my mind, I'm like, they're gonna do so damn stellar. Like, I'm gonna tell them this is how I'm gonna pay them, and you know, this is what you're gonna have access to. And we were planning stuff like, come visit me in LA. And I was thinking about, you know, if I don't get married, that's the kind of person I am. If I never get married, I'm gonna have just a house full of besties that I live with, because I had people in my family live like that, a bunch of women living together, because they all weren't married. And then I realized through these dreams I was having, these weird visions and things I was having, like a lot of girls around me don't want me to get married if they don't think they're gonna get married, or they want me to be a baby mama if they a baby mama. And it's just really fucked up, like that people like want the weirdest shit for you. But anyways, I started getting these weird things happening to my body that never happened before. Breakouts and headaches and being sleepy as fuck and random ass injuries. And one of the times that it started clicking to me that this person is low-key kind of weird and I really don't know them like that, it's like I told them like some fucked up shit that was happening to me, and it was like all this weird fucked up shit at once. And this person responded so cavalierly, like, okay. So I got the work ready for and it's like, it was one of those weird moments that you've seen on movies and TV where somebody's trying to push you down the stairs so that they can, you know, win, and they're supposed to be your best friend, and y'all both going for the beauty pageant. They trying to push your ass down the steps so you break your damn leg and can't ever do a beauty pageant ever again in your life. And I just felt this like hotness, like spirit was like on my damn neck, like, you see the truth. And I'm like, it's so weird, y'all, because I'm like, okay, what do I do? I wanted to like allow a person to expose themselves, and they basically was like, yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. And then I don't know, like it took me a few days to be like, you know what, no. And I just cut it off. And I wasn't gonna say shit at all, because that's just how I move. Like, I'm just Danny Phantom on hoes. Like, I will just duck off and it's like I never knew you type shit, because it's just how I am. I don't have time to waste. Once I realize how much of my time you already wasted, like I'm super gone, you know? So I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been rocking with me through all the channel changes. And, you know, I'm gonna leave up everything that's up, and it's gonna be up. But you know, hit dogs gonna holler. So motherfuckers, like I said, either gonna holler or they gonna scramble. But either way it goes, if motherfuckers know what's good for them, they won't say shit to me unless they gonna talk to me nice or something. Because even then, I don't give a fuck to hear it. But like, I'm all for people atoning, not to me, to God, like for their own soul. I don't give a damn. I'm nothing. I'm no one. I'm just here to help with something. You know, people so badly want me to be this person that's like self-centered and you know, drunk with power and fucking envy towards others and narcissistic. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just not me. Unfortunately, I'm just a good looking, really fucking good person. And I'm here for a really, really big purpose. And that's just it. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I feel like that's why they wanted me to expose and like do this. Because if I would have kept that in, I think it would have caused me some like weird bitterness. And I'm glad, like, because I really don't want it. I don't want that. I know there's some amazing people that are be coming into my life from here on forward. And they don't deserve to pay for any of the bullshit other people have done in no way, form, or fashion. Y'all wouldn't believe the amount of people I've had to cut off out of nowhere for just randomly overstepping the fuck out of my boundaries and talking to me in a way that lets me know how they felt about me the whole time. And, you know, people, you can think they have a good heart all day because they know what it is like to be put down. But sometimes those people don't choose to keep a good heart. They become exactly, you know, what they hate the most, which is evil. So I'll leave y'all with that for real this time.